Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to podcast number, I have no idea.
Podcast number, we've been gone for, I don't even know how long.
We took a 3-week hiatus accidentally.
Yeah, like, even though I saw Dana for like
Yeah,
2 weeks,
we saw each other.
we didn't record anything.
We didn't film anything. We just hung out, which was good too. But like,
yeah, it's nice doing that. It's basically
we haven't
the
put
same
up like
thing.
any videos the last 3 weeks. Though you do have something recorded.
Yeah, I have some stuff ready. It's just you haven't put it out yet because you've been busy, and you'd like art for it. So you're like,
The art has given me a reason to procrastinate on it. I know I could put
I'm
it
so
up,
sorry.
but
Like,
I've
I
been
thought
busy.
you were just gonna put it up without it.
Yeah, well, it's giving me a reason why I can tell myself I don't have to do it because I don't have time anyways. So,
I guess that's fine.
but I will do that, and I would still like art, but that would, if I had art, it would force me to do it.
Okay, well, I'll try to make some, maybe after the podcast.
Sounds chill.
I don't know, I'm going bowling today, but I don't know when. Probably in a while. And what have you been doing?
I don't know, not much.
Well, you've been busy, apparently?
School started again, I have homework and shit. And babysitting. And friends.
Money? Yeah. At least you got, like, all 3. You have a life.
Yeah, I got a life.
That's great. You have a life, you can't do YouTube all the time.
But yeah, I'll edit it for next week, even if you don't do the art, but I would appreciate the art.
Because we might as well, stop being on our hiatus now.
Impromptu hiatus.
Yes. It's fine. We were on March break. We were on vacation.
Yep, we were on vacation.
We couldn't do it.
I mean, we could have, because we had more time, but...
Yeah, we could have done, like, 4 of them. And for the
we were literally seeing each other, and we just didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I assumed we were gonna do it, but then it just didn't happen.
Yeah. Every time you're over, it's like, I don't really want to, though. We could do it later. And then we did.
We can do it later. Well, we had some good times. We watched a good movie.
What movie? Oh, yeah. We watched MVP, Most Important Primate.
Most Valuable Primate?
Most Valuable Primate. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
You better get it right. That's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
It's a film from your childhood.
We have the DVD in my house, so we watched it.
Yeah, we watched it 1.5 times. Right?
Not quite a half.
We watched the commentary.
We watched it, and then we were watching a bit of the commentary.
But then it was like really late.
Yeah.
Like 1 a.m.
Yeah. It was only like 11:30, but...
I don't remember how late it was, but I remember that was enough MVP for me. But I don't know, honestly I liked watching the commentary, it was really interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see the commentary for like not super good movies.
Okay.
Because they kind of like defend the movie and explain why things were done a certain way.
And that one, for some reason, the commentary was with the actors.
Yeah.
The child actors. And I don't think that's the normal choice.
No, it should be like the director.
But no,
one of them was, I forgot who was on there. There was like actors and there was like one guy, like casting guy or something.
There was 2 child actors and then one guy who was like, I don't know if he was the director or not, but he was so much wearing crew. And I think there might have also been a monkey trainer.
Yes, there was a monkey trainer there. That's true. That was the interesting part.
But she sounded very similar to the young girl, so it was confusing.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't always know who was talking.
Yeah, I find that with commentaries a lot, because I don't know who they are anyways. So it's
I think there was a monkey trainer, but it might have just been the young girl talking about the monkey trainers.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I have no idea.
And if you guys don't know, MVP, Most Valuable Primate, is a movie where there's a monkey who plays hockey.
Yep.
In Nelson, BC.
Yes.
So they had a real monkey.
They had 3 or 4 real monkeys.
Yeah, one of them was like Bongo.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
One of them was good at sleeping.
They were all good at different things.
Yeah.
And they couldn't actually speak sign language.
No, they were just copying.
And also the deaf girl in the movie wasn't actually deaf.
No.
So, lies everywhere.
Yeah.
I actually liked it. It was actually pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
It wasn't like just bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
It wasn't terrible.
Yeah, and it wasn't terrible. Like, there was good moments and there was funny parts.
Mm-hmm.
It was just kind of a wholesome movie too.
Yeah, it was good. It's the same style of movie as the Air Bud movies because it's made by the same people.
Yeah,
but
it's very similar to Air Bud. And only one.
It's not Air Buddies, Air Bud.
Yeah, I never watched Air Bud very much. I watched Air Buddies.
It's just like Air Bud, but with a monkey instead of a dog.
And with hockey instead of basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably literally that. It's by the same people.
Yeah. Air Buddies, they started talking and shit, so it's not like Air Buddies.
Yeah, he sort of talked though, the monkey.
Oh yeah, he did sign language. He said, "Girl, okay."
Girl, okay. The classic line. I am very intelligent monkey.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Air Buddies in a long time. I don't know if we watched them together, but I remember liking them while I was a little child.
I watched some, but I don't think we ever watched them together, but I do remember liking them. I remember going to the DVD rental place and renting Air Buddy movies. Or asking to rent Air Buddy movies.
I remember being part of like the Disney DVD club or something and getting free Air Buddy movies.
Yeah,
I got free Space Buddies.
DVDs. I don't think I actually ever watched Space Buddies.
I got that for free, I think, because we were part of the Disney DVD movie. I also got Oliver and Company for free.
Was it free or were you paying monthly?
It was points or something. I'm sure it was a monthly payment or something, and if you had enough points, you get free movies.
But yeah,
we also had like Disney Wii games or something, so I don't remember how that worked. This is like a really vague memory.
Yeah, I don't know very many DVDs. That MVP, Most Valuable Primate, is one of the 5 DVDs I have from my childhood.
Yeah, I've always
that Nim's Island, Brother Bear, that one Little People movie.
Oh yeah.
That me and William used to watch backwards, which implies it wasn't a DVD. Actually, was it? It might have been a VHS.
Unless your DVD player rewinded, but then you would have no reason to rewind it.
It can rewind. We might have rewinded a DVD, but it also might have been a VHS. I can't say.
It was probably a VHS because kids, I don't know if they're smart enough to know to rewind a DVD for some reason, but a VHS you have to rewind it anyway, so.
We would absolutely rewind a DVD for no reason. That's not to do with smartness. That's pressing a single button and going, this would be funny backwards.
Yeah, but I guess it ends, though. And it goes back to the menu.
You have to watch through the credits before it does that.
Yeah, I guess you can rewind at the credits, because credits, who cares anyways?
What, 9-year-old cares about credits?
I don't think there's a single one, and if they do, they should probably just kind of have more fun.
Yeah, exactly. So we just rewinded the movie, but I do not know if it's a VHS or a DVD, but I still think DVD when I think of it. So I don't know. I may have to look for it.
If you find it, we might have to watch that.
All I remember is watching the popcorn scene backwards.
I remember you telling me about that. And I was like, dang, I want to see this movie.
Basically, the popcorn scene Is a scene. They have a field of corn, and then it gets really hot, and so it all becomes popcorn. Because that's how that works. But if you watch it backwards, then the popcorn's becoming corn, and we found that very funny.
That is funny though. I want to see that, especially in a like animated little people movie.
Yeah, it was great.
That sounds really good.
Mhm. Did you ever have any little people toys?
I did. I had the toys. I had like older ones. Because we got them in like from the thrift store.
We had a little people town, or still have a little people town, and like some houses and things. And I always really liked. I don't know if it was like actual little people, but it fit little people, but it didn't. But I don't know. Do you remember a little like fairground? It had like a Ferris wheel, and like
yeah, you still have that.
Yeah, we do. And so that was my favorite. But we also have this little town thing that will sing the Little People song.
I think I remember these things.
And it was mildly annoying to my parents, but my brother really liked it. So we would just sit for hours playing with it and playing the Little People song.
That's awesome.
But yeah, all those toys that make noise are slightly irritating for parents, but kids love them.
Yeah, because especially when they make the same noise every time, like, oh my god.
And most of them have either one noise or like a set 5 noises.
Yeah.
Or
the other day...
The ones that are really annoying. Like, remember Zuzu Pets?
Yes. They have like 2 noises and they say them over and over.
And they'll just kind of not stop. Like,
yeah. How do you turn them off?
You can't fully turn them off. If they get hit, they're going. Like, they can be in your drawer and you can like drop them or whatever. No, but yes. And they'll go because you can't fully shut them off.
They never stop. Like, I still have them from, I don't know, maybe almost 10 years ago. And they still work fine.
Most toys have a full shut-off switch. They won't go at all if they have the full shut-off switch on. Zuzu Pets just don't have one.
They just go.
You know how we live in an earthquake area and therefore we have earthquake kits at school?
Yeah.
Yeah, my school always said you were allowed to put like a stuffed animal in there or something. And one kid put a Zuzu Pet in his. And so we were all grabbing the bags because when we were in a different classroom because it was French class. And so you just kind of grab a bag and go. And our class had the one with the Zuzu Pets, and we were just trying so hard not to laugh. But like, the Zuzu Pet would just not shut up. Like, it just kept going.
And was it rolling?
No, I mean, it was trying to, but it was in a plastic bag.
It was trying to roll in the plastic bag? That's pretty...
But yeah, so this kid is trying to shut it up and has no idea how to shut up because you, like, can't. Like, if you do a certain thing, it will, like, shut up in the moment. But if you're constantly moving it and hitting against the side of the bags, it's not gonna shut up.
That's making it continue. You hit its back, you hit its nose. I think it might have another button.
But if it's going a certain thing, it goes, like, a long time unless you hit, like, its nose, I think. But... So you can make it stop, but sometimes it just makes it keep going instead, and I don't get it. And
yeah, I don't get them. I don't
know how to stop them. I know there's a way to stop them. I don't know how.
There must be.
There's no way to fully turn them off, but there is a way to get them to shut up in the moment. But sometimes it makes them go longer. So
It's always like sleep mode, though. Like, it's never the end of the Zuzu Pet. It's just sleep mode. And if you accidentally press him again, he's gonna start again.
Yeah, it's just sleep mode. But yeah, so we're walking and our teacher's kind of trying to tell us to shut up. Like, not in those words, but that was what she meant. And
yes, it's not even your fault though. The Zuzu Pet, like, who knows?
The kid was told to get the Zuzu Pet out of his earthquake kit.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's not very comforting to have a Zuzu Pet never shutting up during an earthquake.
But yeah, one time my stuffy in my earthquake kit got used in a prop for a little play we were doing in class. Because why not? It was a little bear. And there was another time I thought I'd lost one of the toys I really liked. And then I got my earthquake kit back and realized I'd put it in my earthquake kit.
Oh, yeah. I have no idea what I put in my earthquake kit, but I know, like, when I was young in, like, elementary school, we had one, too.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what the high school I'm at now does, but we don't have earthquake kits.
No.
But they have...
I don't think any high school does.
Yeah, I think they have supplies.
They must.
So, like, if there's an earthquake, I'm pretty sure the office grabs a massive box.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Do you know what the deal with those big steel boxes is?
What big steel boxes?
Like, outside schools, there's, like, those big boxes. I heard that they have earthquake supplies in them, but I'm not sure.
I don't know, my school doesn't have one.
Your school does have one.
It does?
I went to see it. It's like those big boxes, like, made of steel that you can't open. I think every school has one. It's, like, in the front, like, near the fence to the left. It's like a green box, I think.
That's a garbage can.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't
It's
think my
huge,
school
though.
has one.
It's huge, though.
Pretty sure that one's the green one's the garbage can.
You put garbage in it? But it's locked.
Mm-hmm.
No one seems to know what I mean when I talk about these.
I don't know what you mean, so I might be wrong, but I don't think...
I think you have one, though. It's fair that you don't know what it is, though, because no one seems to. I don't even know what they are.
Particularly cares.
Yeah, but I'm curious as to what they're for, because, like, most schools have them. I've heard they're for supplies.
That would make sense.
They're like storage crates that they have in, like, the schoolyard.
But yeah, it would make sense for them to be for supplies, because...
Yeah.
You need supply, like, in an earthquake, you would need supplies. And
so that's probably where the earthquake supplies is.
And you can't store them in the building. The building's not safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the explanation.
Mm-hmm. That would make sense to me. But yeah.
Yeah, and the replacement of earthquake kits. But earthquake kits are only so useful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for the little kids, it's like a granola bar.
Yeah, earthquake kits aren't particularly useful. But, like,
yeah.
I know my old school didn't have one of the big boxes. So if it is earthquake, because just how it was, it didn't have that. So it's just...
Yeah, your school's really small, so probably
but yeah, it was just sort of a safety thing, I feel like. But it wouldn't do much to help.
No, yeah.
At all.
I think most elementary schools do, though. Just because little kids.
Mm-hmm. But it's like 2 bottles of water and like a granola bar and like a juice box and a blanket.
Yeah! Why did they put a juice box in there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why didn't they put like 10 granola bars?
My mom always put extra granola bars and things in mine.
Yeah. Because, you should. I think mine had like 3 granola bars.
Mm-hmm. But then my mom makes like a bunch a year because she got sick and tired of asking her class to make them, so she just makes them for her class.
Yeah. It's difficult to ask little kids to do anything, really.
I remember the school gang so annoyed at students for not making their earthquake kit.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had one yet, though.
Yeah, not one in school, at least.
Oh, yeah. We had one a couple years ago, didn't we?
Yeah, quite a big one.
I remember that. It was like in the morning, though.
It wasn't like night.
It was like 4 a.m. or something.
Mm-hmm, maybe. I remember getting woken up because the room next to me, the bunk bed?
Yeah.
The sketchy bunk bed that you can't actually sleep on because it would probably collapse.
Mm-hmm. The old one?
Yeah. When the earthquake happening, we were assuming it was wasn't set together properly, because that bunk bed is just 2 beds stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
And so we're assuming that one of them wasn't, the top one wasn't properly aligned with the bottom one. And so when the earthquake, it got shaken into its right place and made a loud noise. Because we heard a loud noise and we're assuming it was that. But yeah. We
That's
don't know what
scary.
the noise was, but no one else heard it. So it was in our house somewhere. But yeah, it freaked us out a bit. That's the only thing we can think of that would make that noise.
It's kind of a huge thing.
But yeah.
I was like on my phone when the earthquake happened. I think I was awake.
I may have been awake. But I don't think it was like 4 in the morning still.
I don't know how late. I remember it was kind of late.
It was kind of late, but not that late. I think I was still awake too, but I don't think it was 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it probably wasn't quite 4 in the morning. It was probably like 12 or something.
Yeah, I think it was like midnight.
Yeah. And I remember talking about it at school the next day.
I feel like a lot of the kids were still up, like the teenagers.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my mom was asleep, so that means after 11, but...
Yeah, it was relatively late. Either relatively late or early, I don't remember. Probably late.
It was late, but it wasn't super late. But yeah.
That's weird. It's hard to remember these things happen because people make like big deals about earthquakes, but then when you have like a little one like that, it's like I barely remember it happening. But it did happen.
It did cause a lot of issues, but we weren't affected by any of said issues.
Yeah.
So we don't remember it.
Yeah, and there wasn't really a problem with the earthquake, but you remember around your area there was like winds, and they like knocked out all those signs that were like in the ground, like steel signs.
There's been a lot of wind, but yeah, every year we seem to have
they straight up like uprooted signs, like no parking signs.
Yeah.
I remember that was crazy.
All the power lines and like whatever. Which one are you talking? Because that's happened like every year for the last couple of years.
I'm just saying in general, really.
Last one, I got to go home early from school because the power got knocked out.
Oh yeah.
But then it was
in
knocked
December.
out of my house too.
Oh yeah, yours was gone for a while.
And then it was knocked out for like over 24 hours.
Yeah.
And I went to my aunt's house to take a shower because I was going to a dance later and wanted to, not taken a shower.
Yes.
And also wash my dress because it was gross because Chiso's a jerk.
He likes to shed on things. Just to get in your way.
Because I hadn't worn it since I'd last cleaned it, but Chiso had gone and messed it up. So I had to wash it.
Did you manage to get there on time?
Yeah. It was fine.
That's good.
But that's an air dry dress. So it's kind of like, you want to wash it the day before, not the day of.
Yeah.
Air dry takes a while.
Yeah. You can't put it in the drying machine?
No, you're not supposed to. Most
of
my clothes... No, I didn't. Or we did for a little bit in like a bag. Because we were at my aunt's house and she knows how to do these things.
That's good.
But she had like this bag to like help protect it. And then, but for the last bit, we just air dried it. And I ended up wearing a slightly damp dress. So that was a problem, but...
It's okay. It was like rainy, wasn't it?
No.
I don't know. Around that time, it's always rainy.
It's rainy for most of the year. Around this time, it's rain. I can currently hear the drips going down the gutter because my house has terribly designed gutters. I
was hearing them earlier, but the rain I think has calmed down a little bit.
It hasn't rained yet for a couple hours, but I don't think it even rained last night. But the gutter's still going because the gutter. It's badly designed, so it has like a 90-degree angle right beside like where my bedroom is, and so the water hits the metal at the bottom So it's about a story down, and then it's water hitting the metal because the metal goes at a 90-degree angle, and that's right by my room, and it's very loud. It's very. And
it rains a lot.
But it doesn't happen when it's really raining. It happens when it's rained like yesterday. So yeah, it happens a lot. It's very annoying, and I like it when that specific drain is plugged with leaves and things. Because that always happens. But that causes other problems, so I'm not allowed to just leave it plugged when I go to clean up the roof.
Yeah.
That would probably be a bad idea.
It's just the house design that's not very good.
Uh-huh.
I remember when
Yeah, I find it quite annoying. It was difficult when I first got into this room, because I couldn't figure out what this tapping noise was, and it kind of freaked me out, and it was driving me crazy. But then I realized, it's just the water, whatever. And I've gotten used to it, so.
Yeah, it's not that crazy. It's just water sound, so. It can be easily explained.
But yeah. I get freaked out by new noises, though. So.
Yeah, it is scary. It's like, what the heck?
And that was like right when because I just moved into this room. Because I hadn't heard it in my old room. And it's like, what is that? I'm freaked out. Because new noises freak me out. It's kind of terrifying being in because I babysit, so you're just sitting alone in someone else's house. And
that is
kind of scary.
Yeah, and it's dark and no one's there. It's almost like you're a burglar.
Man, it's like you're just sitting there all alone. And it's just like, I'd rather be at home where I know what these noises are. And the first time I babysat for one family, they didn't inform me that they had a renter in the basement.
Oh, so you're like, what the heck is that noise?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then they told me, it's like, okay, but every time the noises from him still freak me out because he coughs a lot. And so it's just like, that's creepy.
Yeah, who is that? What's that living downstairs? It's a person!
It's a human. Man, the kids are sweet.
Yeah.
From that family. They're really sweet. And they're really, tough. They knock each other around a lot, and you have to just act like you can't freak out or you'll freak the kids out. You gotta be just like, oops, you fell over. It's like, that could have really hurt. That looks like it really hurt, but I'm just going to pretend it wouldn't hurt. And then you won't scream as much. Because I don't really want you to scream a whole bunch.
No, but I don't know.
That's not fun to anyone.
It's not fun though. But I guess it's fine for them to play around. Be careful that they're not actually hurting each other.
Yeah, it's just I have multiple times because it's 3 kids to a 6-year-old. I think she's 4 now, and then 1-year-old. And it's remove the 1-year-old from your path of running. And now there's a puppy too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so the 1-year-old really, really likes being read stories. So I'll just be like, go choose a book. And it's because I want her out of the way of the other 2, because they will run her down.
Oh my god. That's terrifying. At least there's a way to keep her out of it.
And then last time I was babysitting, because they got this puppy, and they've only had it for a little while. But last time I was babysitting, the kids were hyper, so the puppy gets hyper. And then the puppy kept nipping at people, because it's a puppy. But it's I don't really want you biting the kids, so I ended up kicking the puppy outside, because they have a good fenced-in backyard, so the puppy can be outside. But yeah. And then once
they have a yard.
And then once the kids went to bed, she got let in. And then she was just really sweet and slept with her head on my knee. Because now that the kids were gone, she was less hyper.
Yeah, she was tired.
And she had her shots that day, so she was gonna be a bit more tired. But yeah.
Yeah.
She's a
so
sweetie.
Really small puppy. Really.
She would be like 10 weeks now. She would, no, maybe more. She would have been 10 weeks at the time, I believe. 9 or 10 weeks. And then, now she would be like 12 weeks, because this was like 2 months ago. Not 2 months ago, like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah, I was like, what?
That's not how time works. But yeah.
You think you'll babysit for them again?
As we were setting up, I was being texted by those kids' dads asking me to babysit next weekend on Monday, not on Monday, on Saturday and Sunday.
Oh boy. No weekend next weekend.
I mean, it's only for the evening. And for the Sunday, it's the time when I get there and they're already asleep, which is the best thing as a babysitter. Because you just get to sit on their Wi-Fi and eat their snacks.
That's true,
and
the
then
snack.
You get paid for it.
That's cool.
It's great.
Yeah, at least you're getting more work. That means they like you.
It's because my friend used to do all of them, and now she's busy, so I'm getting all her old jobs.
Yes. And you're equally trustworthy?
Yeah, I guess so.
Apparently. You must be.
And I'm close, which is nice.
That's also a plus.
Parents like it when you're close to them. Especially when you can't drive, and they have to pick you up. Though I would sometimes walk to the ones with the puppy. I did last time. Because they're really close. They're just like just past the park. So.
Oh yeah, you should walk then.
But it's not when it's like midnight. Then I don't like to walk.
I guess. Yeah, even if it's like the middle of nowhere. If you can get a ride, you should take your ride.
Yeah. When it's like 5, of course I'll walk. It's not a big deal. When it's like midnight, that's not a very well lit area actually. Like.
Yeah, it's really not, but it's also pretty safe.
It's a pretty safe area, but it's not necessarily a well lit area.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is you have to cross the road. People aren't expecting you to be crossing the road at midnight. It's very dark. There's no like crosswalks or anything. Like there's the streets where you're technically allowed to cross, because that's how it works. When there's a street, you're allowed to cross there, and that's not jaywalking. But there's no actual like crosswalks or anything like that. So you just have to act like you're jaywalking, because no one stops when there's not like a physical lines down. And then it's dark, and so you gotta make sure you're seen.
There's also less cars though.
That's true. So maybe it's worse at like 9 when it's just getting dark, but there's still a decent amount of cars at 9.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of people driving at 9, but at 12, really not so much. You can probably jaywalk really easily.
But it's not technically jaywalking. You just gotta behave like it's jaywalking, because you're perfectly legally allowed to cross there. And the cars are legally supposed to stop for you. They just don't.
Sometimes they do. You just need to get their attention.
They generally don't. They don't want to stop. They don't feel like they have to.
Drivers are so impatient.
It's like really a pain because I have a couple ways to get home from school, because I walk home from school. And one of them I only walk when I get to walk with my friend for a bit, because he lives in that direction, so we walk together. But then I have to go across one of the most terrifying parts of the road. And it's like, I'm not jaywalking, but I feel like I'm going to be hit by a car. I always joke that I'm going to go get hit by a car, because it's like, I feel like I'm going to get hit by a car. But, like, it's fine. And I'm perfectly allowed to cross there. They just don't have a designated crosswalk.
What, is that the road with the farm?
I mean, no. Yes.
Because that road, people are supposed to go super slow, but they go so fast it's really hard to cross.
That's not the road with the farm. But there is the farm continues there, because the farm is a square. It's the road that my school and church is on. but you can still see the farm.
That's sort of busy, yeah.
Yeah,
there's an island though, isn't there?
It's not. No, there's a space in there, but you're not actually allowed to stand there.
Yeah, but you can because you're jaywalking anyways. So.
But no, I'm not jaywalking. I walk a little bit further, so I'm not right there because that is the most dangerous spot to be. Because the cars can't actually see you coming if you're there. Like, because the curve in the road, the cars won't be able to see you, so you should not cross right there. So I go up a little bit, and I'm perfectly allowed to cross. I'm not jaywalking, but there's no crosswalk, so no one stops, because they're all going fast, and they don't care.
I don't know where I crossed there, but like right where the intersection is, like when we have to go up the hill, I just crossed there.
That's not a great place to cross. I just go down to the next street after that. And then
go around?
Then you cross there. Because I'm coming from school. So then I walk past the little crosswalk. Or, not the crosswalk. Walk past where I have to go up the hill. And then I just go to the next street and cross there. Because you're allowed to cross there. It's less sketchy than the wacky street. And people can sort of see you at least.
Yeah, I remember being really scared of crossing that road when I was younger.
That's because it's scary.
It is scary, but you just have to, be smart and not run into the road when there's a bunch of cars. You just have to wait for a break.
Yeah, it's just like, wait for the break. And sometimes, because I'm always going directly after school, so
it's busy as heck.
It usually takes about 5 minutes for there to be a break. But, yeah.
I guess that's true. If you're going at, rush hour, then it's even worse.
So, yeah, I don't prefer to walk home that way. I prefer to walk home the way that has stoplights that will let me cross and force the drivers to stop.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's nice to try something new, though. Walk home a different way.
And it's nice to be able to walk home and talk with your friend.
Yeah. That is really nice.
But yeah, it's whatever. Depends on the day. And when it was cold out, the weird street that's diagonal and sketchy?
Maybe.
It's at that weird spot where we were saying we're crossing.
Yeah.
So you know how you have to walk up that sidewalk that's slightly messed up, but it's fine?
Yeah.
There was a 6-inch layer of ice over the entire thing for the entire cold snap. And a while after that, it was till March break. So to halfway till March from February, it was a solid 3-inch just layer of ice. So I didn't really want to walk that way.
Yeah, that's scary.
That's real scary. Because that's a really steep, skinny sidewalk.
And it's uphill.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite terrifying.
Yeah, walking in the ice is just terrifying in general.
Though the catwalk beside my house is also quite scary.
When it's icy?
Yeah. Especially when it's snowy, because kids always sled down it. So that compacts the snow. But it's also really bad when it's icy. That's why I always salt it. Just gotta keep it less icy, because that's dangerous.
Because you walk up to go to school.
Yeah. Or walk home from school down it. I feel like it's almost worse going down.
I don't know. It's probably scarier going down, but you can do it because it's going down, because you're going down anyway. So if you slip a bit, it's okay.
Yeah, but that still hurts if you fall. But,
yeah, of course it does. Falling isn't fun.
Yeah, I've fallen on that catwalk before. Just
Dang.
Layer of ice, and it's I gotta salt this before someone who's less able to take a fall than a teenager falls on it.
Yeah, old people.
We got a lot of older people in the street.
It's either little babies or older people.
Yeah. So it's we don't want them falling, and you don't want the male people to fall, then you don't get your mail.
Yeah, of course. When I was visiting for the break, there's this trail kind of close to your school. I don't know if you know about it. It's a creek.
Yep, I definitely know about it.
it was, of course you know about that. Yeah, it was closed, so like I went in it anyway to figure out like why is it closed, and it's because like trees fell everywhere, like because of the wind.
Yep.
So like there were like paths that were ruined because of the trees.
Mm-hmm. Where is my school gonna force kids to run now? You gotta run down trail and stairs.
Is it still closed?
I don't know. I don't check. I didn't even know it had closed.
It was just closed. When I get it, like it was like barely, like you could still walk through it. It was pretty much fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand like for old people and stuff, it would be really scary.
Legally, it's smarter to close it, because if it's closed and someone gets hurt in it, then it's their fault.
Yeah, it was like they should just hired some people to pick up the sticks though.
Yeah.
Because it's a nice trail and like it was totally fine. It was just there were sticks in the way until they closed it down.
Yeah, I don't think.
Hopefully they've cleaned it up since though.
But yeah, it's a nice trail. But
it is nice.
My school always.
A bunch of vlogs with carvings in them.
The gym class, they have like two main runs. They have the school loop, which is a loop on the street around our school. And then there's the extended school loop, which is a school loop, but you have to run back a second. Like, you have to, when you get to the end of the street, when you get like an L shape, then you have to run, instead of going back towards the school, you have to run the opposite way and do a little, like, it turns into an 8 instead. And then there's the trail and stairs, which is, you run down that trail, you get off on a street, like, a little bit, like, the next street from all the streets behind our school. You run down the street for a while. It has no sidewalk, so that's fun. Then you run up some stairs.
I think I know that one.
And then you run back to the school.
Good run.
And then there's the really long one, where you run past, like, the furthest you get, I guess, is you run past your friend Mackenzie's house.
Yeah.
And then you run back to and then you run past that and down the street and back to the school, and you end up going up the stairs the same way. That's trail and stairs, but you know.
That's like a 40-minute run.
Oh yeah, it's a real long run.
Yeah, it's a while.
No one likes it. You only do it once a year, usually.
Is there a 7-Eleven run?
Yes, there's a 7-Eleven run.
Is that what's
usually,
called?
Most teachers have the deal of the first couple people to get there, they'll pay for the Slurpees. My teacher for my grade 10 year, because I only did it in grade 9 and 10, had it where we'd like win games and the winners got to have their Slurpees paid for and whatever. So you run there and then you walk back with your Slurpees. And then you get in trouble for being too slow. But you know.
That sounds nice though.
Yeah, that's the best
nice for
one.
the summer. Yeah, that's the funnest one because you get to run there, run back.
And then, of course, the track and fields, they have a whole bunch of runs they do over, like, the mountains and things. Track and field kids have to get to school so early so they can do, like, an hour-long run before school starts.
Oh my god.
And this is why I do not join track and field.
Yeah, I like going on hikes.
Well, they do that sometimes with track and field. They do it, I guess they do it more with the actual running ones. Because, you know, there's the sports that are just running, so they do that a lot with them, and just occasionally with track and field.
Yeah. That's cool.
We're planning, track and field is planning a trip to Cultus, and some of the kids are wary of going, because they're worried they'll be forced to, like, run Teacup Hill or something. Which
I don't even know what that is. I know about it, but I've gone there before, but it's been a while.
You've gone there. You know, it's that really steep hill that's covered in teacups. Or, well, teapot.
Oh yeah, that we went there together.
Yeah, we went there together.
That was nice, but we hiked it.
Yeah, you don't want to run it. That would suck.
Yeah. I want to visit there again. It's nice there.
Yeah. You gotta choose the right time of year, though. Because A, weather, but B, they clear up the teapots every year.
Ooh.
So you want to go there, like, right before they clean up the teapots, so it's the most teapots possible.
Most teapots possible, yeah.
And
Can we put our own teapots there?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring one next time. Whenever that is that I go.
And then at some point they'll be cleaned up and I'm guessing thrown out. Why
do they throw them out though? Why don't they just let there be like a crap ton of teapots from like the last 15 years?
I don't know. They just do. There's some that have been there for a long time because they're just really hard to get down. Like there's some like in trees and shit.
So I guess that's the key. The key is just putting it somewhere where you can't get it.
Yeah, exactly. And some people go there and just take the teapots home.
Yeah, maybe.
You need a teapot? Go to Teapot Hill.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive like 3 hours to Cultus Lake. Get my teapot. Go home.
It's definitely not 3 hours away, but alright.
2 hours?
Yeah, from you maybe.
Yeah. Maybe not even. Maybe like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's like
because once I get to where you live, it's like half an hour.
Yeah. Definitely not 3 hours.
Yeah, it's like an hour 40 minutes or something. It's not that long. We should go. We should try to go in the summer.
Just to Cultus or to Teapot?
To Cultus Lake, I guess.
I like to go swimming, but I don't really want to go all the way up Teapot.
No, we don't have to go all the way up.
But yeah, I'd love to go swimming. You know I love swimming.
Yeah, I like going to the lake. I don't really like swimming in the pools, but I like swimming in the lakes.
You don't like swimming as much as I do, though.
No, you really like it. It's okay, though. Like, I don't mind.
But yeah, I enjoy swimming in Cultus Lake. Then there's the waves from the boats and shit.
Yeah, that's cool. People go boating there, too.
Yeah.
We could have a picnic.
Yeah, have a fun little picnic.
I remember in 7th grade I went to Cultus Lake, the water park. And it was like cold and rainy. And there was no one there except for us.
That's the best time to go because there's no one there.
Yeah, it was cool though, and I got in for free with all my friends from school too.
I went.
That was awesome. It's awesome being in a
school with my friends, and one of my friends accidentally brought a knife in, so that was funny. But yeah, we had a fun time. And then last year, one of my friends worked there.
I think that's the last time I went was in 7th grade.
We used to go like every year with my family because it's a discount to go with. They have a discount season for schools, which is 2 weeks before, like the 2 weeks before school ends. But my old school ended like a week before most schools ended, and so we'd always go to the discounted rates and go to Cultus.
Ooh.
That was fun.
I remember going with you too. I don't know if we went to Cultus Lake or if we went to a different water park.
There's only like 2 water parks.
Yeah, but we might have went to the other one. I know we went like
smaller, but I actually kind of almost enjoy it more because I'm willing to ride more of like all of the rides. Whereas Cultus, it's so much more expensive. But I'm not like I get so freaked out by the rides that I'm not really willing to ride any more rides than I would at the smaller one that's cheaper. Yeah,
I would probably go to the cheaper one too. I like rides, but I don't know. I don't like water slides as much. I like roller coasters.
Though with Cultus, I usually just end up in the swimming in like the pool area for a bit. Another one doesn't have a pool area.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's true. It really it only has to dance to the slides.
Now that I'm taller, there's not really a pool area in Cultus, so I'd rather just go to a lake or a swimming pool. Honestly,
I'd rather go to a lake. Probably.
Like go to.
I wouldn't mind visiting again.
Go to the town you used to live in, to that pool, and then just go down that water slide.
Yeah, their water slide's awesome.
It's a pretty good pool water slide.
Yeah.
We should just go swimming there.
We could go. It's been a really long time since there.
Yeah. Though I live like next to a swimming pool, and I like never go swimming, and I love swimming, but
you should go to the one over there because it's like there's cheap days. They have Toonie Swim.
But yeah, I just don't.
Yeah, you could with your friends. It'd probably make you happy.
Yeah, I would probably have fun. Maybe not with my friends, but
Yeah, I don't know. If your friends aren't swimmers.
I went with school one time and that was fun.
Yeah.
I've been with school a couple times.
Yeah.
It's just...
I used to go with the school when I was in like elementary. Now we never go anywhere.
Yeah, the schools don't go anywhere anymore.
But I am going to the aquarium with my school on Monday, I think.
Oh, have fun with that.
And we're also going to the SFU bookstore on Thursday or something, which is even more fun than the aquarium.
Yeah.
I got 2 trips coming up. Out of nowhere, really, too.
Aquarium's fun. Last time I went with like my aunt and my cousin as well as of course my family, and we had fun. So that's one of my like favorite cousins. And so we went, and then we ended up joking. One of the main things I remember from that is us discussing how dinosaurs could have very well had feathers. And then my cousin was just pulling up pictures of dinosaurs, but like chickens. Like use the bone structure, but make it look like a chicken more. Because that's their closest relative, like DNA-wise.
Dude, that's awesome.
Because we were looking at this one, like, whale skeleton that they have hanging up there that I think is fake, but I don't know.
Maybe.
And we were discussing how if we just had that skeleton, no one would figure out what a whale looks like. Because the skeleton...
What do you mean?
Have you seen a whale skeleton?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
How would you figure out from that what a whale looks like?
Yeah, it's tough because whales are like all blubber. So their defining features aren't there. It's just like...
Yeah, so how do we know we haven't just missed things with dinosaurs? Like...
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how people are so sure about dinosaurs. They probably look a lot different.
They could have very well... There's more and more evidence that they could have had, like, feathers and shit. Like...
Yeah, I mean, I believe that. Like, we have no idea and we'll probably never know.
But yeah. Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are cool.
Dinosaurs are really cool, and it's cool that we managed to figure out that they exist.
Did you know William used to have an obsession with dinosaurs?
I did. I think he's told me, or you've told me, retellings of his youth as a dinosaur lover.
He really liked dinosaurs, and then we went to... my brain's saying Jurassic Park, but I know that's not right.
You mean Science World or something?
No, the dinosaur place.
Oh! I've never been there, but I remember people talking about it.
But yeah, I
don't know what it's called.
I suddenly forget too. I normally know. But right now, as I said, my brain's just saying Jurassic World, and I know that's incorrect. So.
Yeah, I've never been there, but I remember talking about it. Going there.
It's because I'm thinking a D name, but that's because I'm thinking of Drumheller, and it's beside Drumheller, but it's not Drumheller.
Oh yeah, it's near Drumheller, that's what I was thinking of.
But yeah, and so we went as a family one time, because we used to go to Drumheller a lot, and then so we decided to go to that dinosaur place.
I've literally never been, but I saw your pictures and they look amazing.
And we went on, they have a thing where you can go searching in the dirt for bones or whatever. And I was like 6. So I looked for a bit, didn't really care, made a friend, and we jumped over a little stream together.
Oh, beautiful.
I had a lot of fun. Awesome. Jumping over said little stream.
Nice.
With this random girl I just met and never talked to again.
I wonder if she remembers you.
I don't know. But yeah, and then we went up the big dinosaur, because they have this massive dinosaur statue and you can walk up it and stand in its mouth.
Yeah, I've seen your pictures.
Yeah, and then William refused to go in it and refused to go in it. And Mom and Dad couldn't figure out why. And then he went, it's slimy inside. And so they had to explain to him, it's not an actual dinosaur, it's just stairs. It's not slimy in the dinosaur. It's not an actual dinosaur. But
it's true though, if you sit in the mouth of a dinosaur, it's gonna be slimy.
And you have to climb up the entire dinosaur. Like, you get it at its tail and just walk up it. Like, inside of it. It's gotta be slimy. But then, so, as my mom always tells it, I don't really remember this, but we were walking up, and one thing they do is they have speakers, and every once in a while, the speakers will emit a dinosaur roar.
Yes.
And so anytime the dinosaur would roar, me and William's eyes would just go big. And we'd look really scared about it. But then we'd keep walking up, and eventually we got to the top. And the dinosaur roar doesn't happen at the top. It only happens inside the dinosaur, which doesn't make sense. But that
doesn't make any sense at all. Drumheller.
But yeah, we had fun. That was a fun trip.
Yeah.
Lots of dinosaurs. But you know what time it is now?
Quiz time?
Yeah, quiz time.
Quiz time. Dinosaur time. Now dinosaur.
You had a good guess at quiz time. What quiz are we doing?
It's always quiz time, and we've been talking for a certain time.
It's always 55 minutes.
Are we gonna do that? Or are we gonna do a dinosaur quiz?
I think we'll just stick with the alien quiz.
Okay, we're doing an alien quiz, but dinosaurs and aliens are pretty much one and the same, so...
What are we both don't exist for again?
We're going for the gray alien, or are we going for human? Gray alien or human?
I think we're going to go for humans.
Okay, human. So whoever gets closer to human wins.
Okay, this picture is so dumb, though.
Which one are you? Look how their eyes are lined up. That's so funny.
Their eyes are lined up, but not right. Like, they've just, overlaid her eyes just over his face. Like, they're not blended properly. Her eyes are just overlaid, and like maybe a little bit darker because of the blackness behind them. But yeah.
This is worse than Animorphs.
Okay, what do you think of humans? They're a great species for experimentation. I don't really like them. That's why I never communicate with them much. They never respect me anyways. They are a lot simpler
to me in complexion, and they're really fun to talk to. I can care less. They think I'm weird, but I can create many amazing things.
They're nice beings who like to watch over and protect. I'm fine. Wait, how can I answer this question if I already am one?
This is too easy to get the answer we want.
Yeah, but don't just choose that one.
Okay, well, what do you think of humans?
I'm gonna go with I can care less.
I'm gonna say that they're great species for experimentation.
Are you spiritual? Nah, I don't really care for religion and or believe in God. No, what's the point? You have to give respect to them. But when I was spiritual, I never heard any advice or anything back then from them. They just ignored me. Yes, I believe in there are very powerful and affectionate gods out there. Yes, I praise who I believe in. Yes, I believe that the gods are very protective over us, and they're doing very good at that. It depends. Everyone has their own personal beliefs.
That's why I'm going with it depends.
But that doesn't answer the question, are you spiritual? That's just, like, yeah, everyone has their own personal beliefs. This is a question towards one person.
No, I think it means it depends what you count as spiritual.
I'm gonna go with yes.
I praise who I believe in.
Yeah. Do you like to do science experiments or just experiments in general?
Yes, dissecting things are what I live for.
Kind of. I like to make conspiracy on the government. Does that count? No, I don't see the point of taking other things' life and doing horrible things to them.
Damn.
No, not really. If I do, though, it's only for healing purpose. No, I just watch over the people to see if they're all right. Yeah, we have to do labs in schools. If other people want to do experiments with chemicals or animals, that's fine, I guess.
I'm gonna say that that's fine, I guess. That last one is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I like science experiments, but all of these are like dissecting things.
Yeah, it's like, it's too specific. Like, of course I like to do experiments.
Yeah, I love science. I actually don't really like... I love learning science, but I don't actually really like the experiments.
The labs? Yeah. I don't know, I like science experiments. They're cool.
I'm gonna go with the last one as well.
Yeah, we have the same one.
What is your talent / things you're good at? Science, math, human anatomy, and anything academic. Blending in. Being kind towards other people. Healing penetrating, and being weird. Protecting things that are in danger. Like I said, every person is different and have their own talents. I guess I'm just good at being human. I don't know.
Be kind towards others.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
or projecting things.
What should I be? I don't know.
You're pretty nice.
Alright, I guess I'll just be kind towards other people.
Get in, loser. We're probing.
What do you like to do in your spare time? Play around with some things? I do some activities, but not interactive ones.
Something peaceful. Art. Look for danger to prevent. Normal human stuff.
I'm gonna go with art.
Me too. Or something peaceful is pretty good. I guess I'll go with that. That's a better answer.
What alien species do you want to be? Human, because I would win the quiz.
Reptilian. I want to be reptilian.
If you can have any supernatural ability, what would you have?
Telepathy, shape-shifting, any good power there is. Healing powers, the part of controlled dimensions. I don't have one, so I guess none.
What? No, that doesn't. If you could have one, this is not.
These answers kind of conflict with the question.
Yeah. Any good power there is.
I will say...
Telepathy, is that moving things with your mind, or is that mind reading?
Telepathy's mind reading.
Then fuck no, don't want that.
I want to control dimensions. That's what I'm gonna pick.
I think healing powers would be nice.
Yeah, that would be really convenient.
Though, are those healing yourself or just healing in general? I don't know.
Healing in general, probably, like healing yourself and others.
Who do you see yourself as? Intelligent, antisocial, affectionate, weird, protective, a human.
Weird.
Weird.
I'll say weird.
I'll go with protective, I guess.
Yeah.
What are your main qualities? Intelligent and good at problem solving.
Antisocial, still a life form that wants to be respected. I can relate. Kidding.
Affectionate, paternal, watchful, smiling, youthful, luminous, spiritual, a healer, graceful, fluid, artist, penetrating, and influential, protective, loving, and kind. It depends on the person. What?
This is so difficult to... What?
What do you think I am? I don't know.
I'll pick yours and you pick mine.
Okay.
Maybe the affectionate, paternal, watchful, smiling, and youthful one? I like the three: watchful, smiling, youthful. And I like seeing Dana smile in my mind. That sounds funny.
Okay.
That's you.
I still kind of find the antisocial, but still a life form that wants to be respected. Like,
that's really good. That's a really good sentence.
Yeah. That's such a mood.
Yeah.
I don't know. The one says artistic, and you're artistic, I guess.
Yes. I like this one because it makes no sense. I would say that I'm luminous and fluid.
Yeah. Yeah, go with that one. That's funny.
I will. I'm luminous, fluid, and artistic. Nice to meet you.
Are you really sensitive to a lot of things? Yes, no, depends on the person.
Depends on the person, I guess. Depends. I guess that means just like, how do they say the thing?
But the question that doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't answer the question. It's because we're aliens and how to make quotative quizzes.
Why do aliens need to make quotative quizzes? You should just stop.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say no, I guess. Are you invasive?
Yes, no, kind of.
Depends. Depends.
I don't like to think I'm invasive.
Depends.
I would say you're depends. Do you think I'm depends?
Sure, if you think you're depends.
I don't want
to the last question.
Is it easy to blend in with society?
Yes, no, sometimes. Sometimes. I don't necessarily want to, but it's not that hard.
Yeah, it's easy, I'm gonna say.
Oh, yeah, it's just a yes. It's easy. I don't necessarily want to, but it's not hard. I'm Nordic.
Me too!
Hey, high five. Okay, I'm for
Yeah,
Nordic.
he's doing a high five in the picture.
What?
Look, he's high fiving you in the picture, so.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I'm 4 Nordic, 4 Insectoid, 3 human. How many human are you?
I'm 3 human. Oh no.
I guess we
Let
both
me read the Nordic description. You are the alien that looks most like a human and are very beautiful / handsome, but are very magical. You are paternal, watchful, smiling, affectionate, and youthful / spiritual. You like to try to communicate with the humans and watch them. They might sound creepy, but you aren't. Don't worry. You watch over others to make sure that they make the right choices and work together to advance as a society. It may not be technological advancement, though. It might be that you want to make a healthy social environment for others to function well on Earth.
Oh, that's nice.
So, you are a Nordic 4, you are a human 3, reptilian 2, insectoid 2, Arcturian 2, gray 1.
Yeah, I'm Nordic 4, Insectoid 4, human 3, Arcturian 2, reptilian 2.
I have human first before you. Human's my second most.
Okay, you can have the point then.
So I get the point.
Yay! Alright, shall we say goodbye?
Yes, I suppose so.
Alright.
It's a good talk, guys. Nice to see you all again.
Yeah, hopefully see you next week if we don't fuck it up again.
Yeah, we better make another one.
Alright, yeah. Bye!
She was fat, she got leaner, pushing on her concertina. Down, oh Palestina, down, oh Palestina, down, oh Palestina way.